Here's your latest headlines with Sierra Tufts from the Wayne.com studio.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. It is Tuesday, August 6th. Here are your late afternoon headlines. Wayne 15 has received court documents that appear to be connected to a traffic stop in Fort Wayne being shared across social media platforms. These are screenshots from the video of that traffic stop. According to court documents that are potentially linked to the video, Fort Wayne Police Department Officer Mason Wills pulled over Tyjana Smith for traveling at a high rate of speed and ran through a red light. The time the video was shot matches the time the traffic stop occurred. However, police have not confirmed the video is connected to the traffic stop. Smith also had a warrant out for her arrest for failure to appear for driving while suspended. The video shows police pull Smith out of the car and use force to get her into handcuffs. Court documents corroborate what's seen in the video. Those state Smith refused to identify herself. Officers gave her verbal commands to get out of the car. Police stated in the court documents Smith continued to be uncooperative. Officer Wills and another officer identified as Officer Pierre grabbed her arms and she, quote, violently jerked back into the car. Police stated Smith braced herself against the car and kicked Officer Wills in the chest and lower stomach. Court documents state officers were eventually able to get Smith on the ground when she, quote, threw several more violent kicks. Officer Wills and stated Smith was hit him in the groin area. The court documents stated both officers got on top of Smith and used, quote, several tactics to get her into custody. The video shows Smith being punched in the head at least once. Smith was eventually detained and charged with felony resisting law enforcement causing bodily injury, battery against a public safety official, and 2 misdemeanors. Wayne 15 reached out to the Fort Wayne Police Department about the video and arrest. The department confirmed it is, quote, looking into this. It should be noted that Officer Wills is currently involved in the shooting death investigation of Linzel Parm, where Officer Wills is the one who shot and killed Parm. Wayne 15 has reached out to Mayor Tucker. We're told we will get a statement sometime today. Look for updates on the air and on Wayne.com as we receive them. Coming up during First at 5, News at 6, and Nightcast at 11, today began recreational marijuana sales in Ohio. We were there, and we'll have that story for you. Plus, we'll be going over morning storms and just how rare the ones we saw today are. Plus, it's National Night Out. We'll be live ahead of the event. And looking at our weather headlines, we are seeing those showers and storms to still potentially pop up later on this afternoon. However, it is bringing relief on the way, which includes drier air. Looking at Storm Tracker right now, there are some showers and storms in the area. If we get a closer look of our area, you can see they're popping up pretty much to the north areas of Fort Wayne, here and there, very scattered, not anything widespread at this time. This will still continue to be the chance as we move on towards dinner hours as well. Looking at your hourly planner, we can see our temperatures start to fall into the upper 60s as we get closer into the evening. Right now, our best chances to see some showers and storms are right around that 5 o'clock hour, and they start to drop as we get into the later parts of the afternoon. You can see our winds have shifted from west-southwest, what we saw this morning, to northeast, which is helping bring that drier, cooler air, and we will notice that definitely in our 10-day forecast, which we'll take a look at in just a second. Giving you a look at Parkview Field, you can see a little bit of sunshine there, but mostly clouds covering the sky, so definitely noticeably different than what we had been seeing as far as sunshine is concerned. And looking at our exclusive 10-day forecast, between today and tomorrow, we're going to drop nearly 10 degrees, give or take a few degrees there. We will see conditions continue to be pretty much the same throughout the week. We will get back up into the 80s once before we head into the 70s into the weekend, lower 70s even on Saturday with a little bit of sunshine there. We'll continue into the 70s throughout much of the week until we get toward Wednesday and Thursday, where we'll see our temperatures go back up into the 80s. However, take a look at those overnight lows. We see them drop from the lower 60s, upper 50s, and then we even get into the mid 50s on some nights. So definitely changing patterns right now this week before the kiddos head back to school. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. We'll also see you for First at 5, News at 6, and Nightcast at 11. In the meantime, have a good evening.